Welcome visitors to the Marae Taputapuatea. Did you know that the site is a complex on the island of Raiatea? It is the first cultural landscape site to be recognized in French Polynesia. This highly sacred site was inscribed on the World Heritage List on July 9, 2017. The exact location of this island is 16.83 degrees south and 151.35 degrees west. The French Polynesia is a chain of islands in the Pacific Ocean. Therefore, it is a part of the geopolitical region of Oceania. The distance from Toronto to the site is 9,910 kilometers.
The location of Taputapuatea is inscribed as a site within UNESCO as of July 9, 2017, because it is considered one of humanity's greatest accomplishments. The sacred ancient site is estimated to be 1,000 years old, where religious and social ceremonies were performed. This unique island is a symbol of ancient Polynesian culture, where the site is said to have mana, which is a source of great power and spiritual strength present in nature. The site consists of 3 large stone platforms, as well as shrines and tiki statues carved from stone. The marae is still used as a ceremony site today by locals, and it's common for people of Polynesian heritage to make pilgrimages to pay respect to their ancestors and feel the surreal atmosphere of this ancient place.
At the heart of the property is the Taputapuatea Marae Complex, a political, ceremonial, funerary, and religious center. Marae have developed into ahus, which are quadrilateral paved courtyards with a rectangular platform at the end. Marae Taputapuatea is dedicated to the god Oro, the god of life and death, and is a place where the worlds of ancestors and gods built the marae, giving it its name Taputapuatea, meaning sacrifices from afar. During the 1994 restoration of the marae, human bones were discovered underneath some of the structures, leading historians and archaeologists to think they may have been the remains of sacrifices to the god Oro. Legend has it that the ancient Polynesians believed the sacred marae was a place where they could communicate with gods. Kings and priests would gather here for important meetings and ceremonies, as well as to share advice on navigating the ocean. The temples on this island were built by the Ma'ohi people from the 14th to the 18th centuries. There are many archaeological sites and the places associated with the oral tradition marae.
Its physical features include 2 forested valleys, a portion of lagoon, coral reef, and a strip of open ocean. Te Awamua is a sacred passage in the reef that is bound to the lagoon. Atara Motu is an islet in the reef and a habitat for seabirds. Opua and Hotopu are forested valleys ringed by ridges and the sacred mountain of Tia Tapu. Together, the attributes of this complex form a breathtaking landscape and seascape.
I believe that since the marae was once considered to be the spiritual heart of the Eastern Polynesia, it is crucial to preserve and protect this complex and its artifacts for the education of future generations. Here, history serves as a laboratory, and the past serves as a way of understanding social structures. This understanding helps in our progress towards an ideal society. Well, did you know that this complex has been protected since 1952 under French Polynesian law, and it was classified as a historical monument? A protective and planning system called a Zone de Site Protégée was put into place to protect this property and buffer zone. Also, a steering committee created a permanent management structure for the property in 2015. This plan will preserve the sites of memory that testified to an ancient Ma'ohi civilization, protect the marae, the land, the marine environment of the cultural landscape and seascape, and lastly, it will preserve the traditional knowledge and skills of the people.
The surrounding islands of the Pacific Ocean and the people of the complex have seen the devastating effects of climate change. The ocean is getting warmer, more acidic, and the levels are rising. As a result, it contaminates marine life and the land's fertile soil, it erodes the shorelines, there is an increase of infectious diseases, and it's an overall threat to the islands and their inhabitants. Last, because of tourism and people in general, the defacing of sacred stones and some of the 11 stone platforms found on the marae complex have destroyed some of their ancient and sacred artifacts.
people should visit this place at least once in their lifetime to learn why it is a significant place in the world. As World Heritage Sites are places of significant cultural symbolism, the Taputapuatea Marae is an ancient, natural landscape and a spiritual place where traditional ceremonies were once performed. The Taputapuatea Marae provides the Polynesian people with new opportunities to share their traditions and ancient heritage to the wider world. This site has natural beauty, and its rich history will impress any traveler. Polynesians used this site as a cultural and religious center around 100 AD, and some of its original structures and traditional statues exist to this day. Here you will also experience the spectacular lagoons that are 7 shades of blue and will take your breath away. In addition, this place is great for scuba diving and hiking, where you will experience their magnificent natural beauty. There is also a beach for relaxation and enjoyment.
This Volpe rocks!